And welcome back to Friends of McGill Football Overtime. And today we are doing our Where Are They Now episode with Greg Landry, certified NHL player agent with Newport Sports Management. Welcome, Greg.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Andy. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, Greg, what year did you graduate from McGill?
I graduated in 2010, so crazy to think, 16 years ago now.
A mere 16 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you got a degree in
Finance.
a
I
degree
was
in,
uh, I was in the business program, majored in finance.
and you played all the years you could at McGill, right?
I did, yeah. I redshirted my first year in '05, and then I played right through till the fall of 2009 was my last season.
What position?
I got recruited as a quarterback, and after my redshirt year, I changed and played defensive back for my 4 years of playing.
There we go, defensive back. There we go. So you got recruited out of high school as a quarterback. Were
I
you
did.
from Ontario?
From Vancouver
Oh,
actually.
excuse me.
So yeah, out in BC. And Chuck McMahon was the coach at the time, and he was the one who recruited me.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. And so change over to DB. That's not easy at the university level.
No, I played a little DB in high school because you play both ways. We had Matt Connell as our quarterback. Obviously, was a perennial all-star, and the pathway to me playing was unlikely for at least a couple years. And I could play special teams. I thought I just wanted to get on the field and play, and one thing led to another. I played some defensive back. I did relatively well, and I stuck with it. So yeah, not easy, I guess, but I had a little experience in high school, which helped me.
Good for you. And did you live down on campus or where were you
Yep,
living at
yeah,
the time?
right in the I don't know if it's still called the McGill Ghetto.
The
I was in
student ghetto, yeah.
the new res and moved around a bit. Close to the field was right in the student ghetto there.
Yeah, cool. So your experience living downtown, I imagine you went home in the summers and that, but
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
would go back to Vancouver for the summer and come back in August for training camp.
So what are your memories of did you live with teammates or
Yes, I had a few different roommates kind of over the years, but yeah, I mean, incredible memories of the school, of football. Some of my best friends today are still guys I played football with. So, the city of Montreal for me being from Vancouver, it was just such a cool experience living downtown and going to school, playing football. I had family in Beaconsfield, kind of a little bit outside the city, so I was able to get a little bit of a family touch point, but also be away from home, which was a fun experience. But yeah, I have nothing but positive things to say about my experience there.
hangouts at McGill included?
Oh man, all over. Football team after games, we'd go to Val de Nuit. I don't know if that's still there.
Still a thing.
Uh, Peel Pub, which I heard closed down. That
Not a
was
thing. Yeah.
our
Yeah.
hangouts. Yeah, a lot of time on campus playing other intramural sports,
Really?
doing those things. So yeah, it was a variety, but yeah, for nightlife, we were on I guess Crescent Street and Saint Laurent were the hot spots.
So you talking about their sports there, you were a multi-sport athlete out of high school. You even did you go to McMaster after McGill? I think you went to
I did, yeah.
McMaster. Yeah, and
Yeah, I
after
did.
McGill?
After McGill, I did a master's there. I did an MBA.
And you, if I'm not mistaken, you were on the golf team there?
Yeah, yeah. I
Really?
mean, we didn't have a great golf team, so I was able to be on it, but I did play golf there.
Come
Yeah.
on now, come on now.
Yeah.
That's a you still hit the links
Oh
once?
yeah, yeah. When I can, I have a young family, married, two young kids. So anyone out there who has two young kids knows getting out to golf is challenging on weekends. But whenever I get time, and fortunately in my profession, a lot of our clients like to golf, so I can get away for kind of work
Right.
type golf rounds during the week.
Perfect. Perfect. So you mentioned, I think you mentioned that you're in Mississauga now.
Yes. Yeah,
Your office is there now.
our headquarters in Newport Sports is based in Mississauga. It's kind of centrally located for us to hit the airport a lot. We all travel like crazy, so it's convenient from that perspective, but also obviously easy to get to Toronto for Leaf games or drive to Buffalo for games. So that's why we've kind of situated ourselves here.
Nice. So let's talk about how you got there. You go to McGill, you spend 5 years there, graduate, go to McMaster, and then for McMaster, what happens there that sort of brings you to where you are today in that industry even?
So it what actually happened was near the end of my undergrad at McGill. I come from a family of athletes and grew up loving all sports, and for me, I just knew I wanted to work in sports, but I didn't really know what that would look like per se and what type of opportunities existed out there. And I had gotten to know where I knew one of the alumni of the McGill football team was Donnie Meehan, who's the president of Newport Sports.
Right.
So I actually reached out to him in my final year, my senior year, just wanting to really pick his brain about, the sports industry and find out what type of jobs existed. I did have a desire to do an MBA, was actually looking at a sports MBA, but wanted to do an MBA, but knew most programs you needed some work experience. So he ended up meeting up with me right near the end before I graduated, and we had a great visit, went to a Habs game, chatted about kind of his business and my aspirations. And ultimately, it landed me an internship at Newport, which I started in 2010 and then worked here for a year or two and then went and did that MBA at McMaster. So it was really through McGill football was the door that opened for me to get into the agency world at Newport Sports.
Wow. Wow. So you do the internship, go to McMaster for
Yeah.
a year or two, a couple of years, you said?
I did an accelerated program because I had my business undergrad. I had taken a lot of the kind of prerequisite courses, so I was able to do it in about a year, full-time accelerated program. Yeah.
Okay, so did you keep in touch with Don Mean like
Yeah,
during
as
to
much as
there?
I
Yeah.
could. I did a little bit of work on the side, just keeping in touch with Newport, and then ultimately got hired on. That would have been, I guess, 2012-ish when I got hired full time as an NHL certified agent.
So 2012, you start not not right out of school, but out of McMaster, which yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you're right out of school. But
yeah.
okay, so you're right out of 2012, and how do you drum up clients? Sorry, the hockey players.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we Newport Sports is the biggest agency in hockey. We have about 120 NHL players. It's a well-oiled machine. So they had a need and desire to have help in Western Canada. So it wasn't that they weren't already active in that region. It was just there was a lot of work to be done out there. So I just joined a team of people who were working in that jurisdiction and got involved in terms of recruiting and managing our clientele out there. So that my first step was obviously learning the business and getting to know the people in the industry. And then it was actively going out and recruiting young players, which unfortunately it gets younger and younger. But when I started, it was mostly 15, 16-year-olds that we would go out and identify and recruit to be clients of Newport.
Okay, so you went there. I'm going to go there. I'm going to ask you. So you start 16-year-olds. You're going to their hockey games in like midget AAA, maybe, I guess.
Even younger, yeah, Bantam,
Really,
triple, yeah, yeah.
really. And
And
so that,
all over the world. I mean, you're in small town Saskatchewan or Manitoba or
yeah,
down in the United States, or I travel to Europe a lot as well. So yeah, it does. We're not just sitting in the GTA here recruiting kids from Toronto. We have
right.
players from all over the world.
So you're saying that goes even younger now. So now you're talking about Bantam or not younger than that?
No, unfortunately, our business it's incredibly competitive,
Yeah.
and part of the competition is getting the best young players. So our
Hmm.
competitors do go and recruit 12 and 13-year-olds. We don't actively do that. We wait
Hmm.
until usually around 14, 15.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's unfortunate reality of our business is we need to go out, we need to identify at young ages, and we need to meet with the parents and the players to recruit them as clients.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you have over a dozen players to your name, and one of the top ones is Connor Bedard, obviously,
Mhm.
and a little background on how you met him. Or...
Yeah, it's I mean fascinating journey he's been on. He was on the cover of the Hockey News at 10, so he was being approached by agents as young as that. I'm from North Vancouver, British Columbia. I played hockey growing up at a winter club called North Shore Winter Club. And it just so happens that Connor's from North Vancouver and played at
Okay.
North Shore Winter Club. So we definitely had some people in common in the hockey world. That so I definitely had an in knowing he was a top player to at least communicate with him and obtain a meeting, and then it was through various meetings with the parents and with Connor through his kind of early journey through Bantam hockey that we ultimately landed him as a client. So I think me being from out there definitely played a role or was helpful. And obviously having the great reputation and power and presence and size of Newport Sports behind me definitely assisted as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so then your day-to-day now is literally going to see players, parents, families, talking to them, and then seeing where they go from there.
Yeah, yeah. At the young levels, we're involved with everything for the player's career to helping them basically try to reach the highest level. So we get involved in their development, whether it's working on their skating or their shooting, mental performance, you name it, we're involved with the player and helping them become better, and helping them through the junior ranks or the NCAA college ranks. And then at the professional level, we get obviously negotiating contracts is the core of what an agent does, but the professional players have all kinds of wants and needs. And we have a full service team at Newport. We have financial management, we have tax, insurance, a whole marketing department. So we get involved in endorsement deals for players. Um, Really, we consider ourselves full service and we help our players with anything they would need as a professional hockey player. So my day to day could be anywhere from being out in those rinks watching 14-year-olds, or I could be out for dinner with one of our NHL players and or meeting with a general manager negotiating a contract. It's just one of the great things about the job is every day is a little bit different. But we are needing to have a variety of skill sets because we do all kinds of different things.
Right, right. Um, a bit of a niche question now, but has NIL changed anything for you day to day down in the States in NCAA?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Really?
it's been a major change. So even when I started, the hockey world was really split in two paths for young players. You could go the CHL route, which is Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, Ontario Hockey League, or Western Hockey League. If you chose that path, you were no longer eligible to go the NCAA route. And so we would always have meetings with families and kind of go through the pros and cons of both routes for that family. Now the rules have changed to allow you to do both, in addition to the fact that there's this nil opportunities that exist. So it's becoming very competitive for NCAA schools to get top players, and now they have access to these great CHL players and through that comes some name, image, likeness opportunities for the players. Not to the degree that football would be in the US, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everyone or people would be familiar with the name Gavin McKenna, and
Hmm.
we don't represent him, but that was obviously a role in him deciding to go to a school was there was a nil package available to him as part of his decision-making process.
So they are literally signing contracts similar to what they're going to sign in the pros, I suppose, like in terms
I
of
wouldn't say
representing.
it's at that same level, but yeah, it's significant enough money to opt out of leaving junior hockey or opt to leave junior
Yeah.
hockey early
Yeah.
because of the financial incentive.
Interesting. Super interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So let's continue your journey here. So you lived in Mississauga for the past since 2012?
I live in Toronto, so I live downtown.
Okay.
It's a 25-30 minute commute outside the city.
Okay. And so outside interests, your kids, do they play sports? Do you still play sports other than golf, of course, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm very active still. When I have time, yeah, I play, beer league hockey. I golf as much as I can. I was an active skier growing up. I still ski when I can. Really, when I do have free time, it's doing various sports. My kids are still young, 4 and 2, so
nice.
getting them started, but I can't say they're super actively involved in one particular sport as of yet. But yeah, that's mostly my free time, which I don't have much of it. I try to be as active as possible.
For sure. For sure. Well, Greg, I really appreciate your time. Like, I don't want to
Of
take up
course.
too much more of your time. This has been terrific. Uh, don't forget Friends of McGill Football. Guys, get interested, and girls, and parents, and players, everyone who's close to McGill Football, get interested. The McGill Redbirds are now. They're on the come here, so get involved and get interested. And so, Greg, really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and
Okay.
excited about where McGill football is going. It's really
Oh yeah,
exciting.
and in August, it looks like August 21st, 22nd, McGill Football Redbirds looks like that is the weekend for an exhibition game at the U of T.
Oh, great.
So August 21st, Friends of McGill Football in the Toronto and area.
Okay.
Put that night aside at a 5 or something, and then the next day around they're supposed to play a game at noon.
Okay. Sounds great.
Perfect.
Look forward to that.
Thanks so much for your time, Greg.
Okay, Andy, appreciate it. Have a good
Appreciate
one.
you. Thanks, man.
Take care.